Hello viewers, how are you all doing? My name is nuelakamtv Jr. A quick one. I listened to Mr. Felix Moka, the National Publicity Secretary of APC, in a reply statement to His Excellency, former Governor Peter Obi, where he tried to counter what Peter Obi said concerning the state of the nation. Some of the things he said was when he tried to tell Nigerians how good Nigeria has become under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But the fact still remains that you cannot be telling Nigerians that Nigeria is working at the national television. Meanwhile, in reality, Nigerians are suffering. There is no grammar that you will speak to convince a good number of Nigerians that this administration is working. You are only proposing your wishful thinking, what you think, but in reality, what you wish is opposite what is on ground. And they need to understand that, Mr. Felix Moka. Just in case you've not seen the interview that Mr. Felix Moka, the National Publicity Secretary of APC, granted on Arise TV, where he publicly threatened former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, that Peter Obi should be ready to face what is coming, that he has crossed the line. And I'm asking myself, what has Peter Obi done? But for the meantime, listen to him.
Well, he actually says that most of the borrowings by the Tinubu-led administration are not tied to specific projects and investments, and that we seem to be very high on borrowing but very low in terms of specifics when it comes to projects. And he says that the president seems to be traveling more abroad and that he should stay more at home, spend much part of 2025 to not only stay at home but to travel around the 36 states by road. And then, of course, use public-owned medical centers. I mean, shouldn't be some of the standards that the APC should be setting if indeed things are getting better?
He runs for president, in 2023, and then now he didn't win. He's sulking rather than actually get a perspective and figure out what he did to lose, so he can do better in the future. He would think that he can bring down the government by simply, being maliciously deceptive. That is wrong. I'm not somebody to, to go on that offensive in that manner. But Mr. Obi has crossed the line so many times, and I think that at this point, he has coming to him whatever he gets. He needs to manage it.
See why Nigeria is far from recovering. As long as you find yourself in a position where you're benefiting from the corrupt system, you will always have reason to defend the corrupt system. That is what I'm saying. Look at the National Publicity Secretary of All Progressive Congress, APC, Mr. Felix Moka. Look at, he has the audacity to publicly threaten Peter Obi. For what? Now, you talked about economy and political party. Let's talk about party now, because I believe you're representing your party, which is APC. You are the APC spokesperson. Now, let's go back to the basics. Let's look at from the time that APC took over power till date. You people came with the mantle of change in 2015 general election. As of 2015, when APC assumed office, Mr. Felix Moka, please, what was our GDP? As of 2015, our GDP was $493 billion. $493 billion as of 2015, when President Muhammadu Buhari took over. For 8 years of Buhari, and as at that time, in 2015, Nigeria was largest economy in the whole of Africa. We overtook South Africa, we overtook Egypt. Today, how markets are? Because when you're making your analysis, I wonder where your analysis is based. Is it based on what you wrote, what the fabricated rubbish that you people write on the pages of newspaper and came on national TV to brainwash people that you can brainwash, because people like us cannot be brainwashed? For 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari was a total messed up. Because I'm talking about your party now. You spoke, even presidency has not even responded to Peter Obi. It is APC that is coming to respond to what Peter Obi have said. Tell me anything that Peter Obi have said in that press conference that is not true. You see, the truth of the matter is that you people think that sometimes you're talking to fools, because you know there are some level of followers that you have brainwashed, mind control them to a point where they can no longer speak before you people. Think every Nigerians are stupid. You see, the point remains that APC with clear terms have destroyed the economy of Nigeria, and there is nothing anyone from APC can do to repair it. Whereas the subsidy removal added to the Nigerian economy, what has it added to the common man on the street, rather than bring more hardship and pain to Nigerian citizens? So what are we talking about here? Instead of you to go back to your drawing board, think on how to fix this country. You're coming to attack P2B. And let me also tell you, that word where APC issued a threat that P2B should be ready to face whatever that is coming to him, that he has crossed the line. My brother, it is a threat. Nigeria does not belong to APC. Oh. Let me tell you people, Nigeria does not belong to APC. Nigeria belongs to all of us, and will have a say in it. Yes, you are in the position of power today. You may do whatever you like, but that doesn't also take away our right of freedom of speech. We must say things the way they are. You must not blackmail us into turning zombies like as you have turned some people. You get the point? So everything P2B have said is the truth. Where the part where you say that P2B does not have right to dictate to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on how to govern Nigeria, the truth still remains, for P2B is a citizen of this country, and they reserve the right to air his opinion as at when due, whenever he deem it necessary. After all, everything that you have said is just highlighting what Nigerians are going through. For example, where he talked about our IDP camps, how many times have President Bola Ahmed Tinubu visited our IDP camps? For whatever reason that made those people to be there, Nigerian states have totally forgotten them. That place has now been turned into their permanent residence, which is not supposed to be so if you have a serious government. But we have a government who are borrowing money to buy SUV cars for lawmakers, borrowing money to fix vice president official house over a tune of 20-something billion naira, increasing judicial workers' salary up to 300%. How much is our GDP as of today? Nigeria, that used to be number one largest economy in the whole of Africa, is now number fourth. Number four, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to convince a right-thinking Nigerian that your boss is doing well. Well, you can only say that on the pages of newspapers you guys have been writing, and also come on the national TV and find who you deceive. But in reality, sir, APC has destroyed this country, and they are further destroying it the more. APC government keep borrowing without thinking. The worst part is that they are borrowing to service lawmakers, politicians. They are not borrowing to improve the economy, which is the danger sign. And when people try to speak towards that direction, you use blackmail, you use emotional blackmail to blackmail the person, threat and the distance. When P2B said that APC has gradually turning Nigeria into one party state, you countered it. You people have one way or the other tried to silence every vocal voice. During PDP, sir, during Goodluck Jonathan, what insult didn't the current leaders in APC, even former leaders in APC and the current leaders in APC, what kind of insult do they not render to the former president, Goodluck Jonathan. Did Goodluck arrest anyone? The answer is no. As I speak to you right now, a spokesperson of Nigerian Police Force came out publicly to announce that if you insult any public office holder, that you will go to jail. Why? Because they don't want people to speak up. When Peter Obi said that APC is gradually turning Nigerian into one party state, you're threatening him that he should be ready for what is coming to him. So that your threat, that Peter Obi should be ready for what is coming for him, well, no problem. We are watching. Thank God it is now obvious. You said it, and we are waiting for whatever that is to come. And that is why some of us are making this video. How would you explain a situation where a political party will be threatening a former presidential candidate of another political party? For what? What did he do? Because he spoke up. Because he told the sitting president to up his game. Because he told the sitting president sometimes that he should take his trip through road so that you will understand what Nigerians are going through. You sit at the comfort of your office collecting Sarah-free money while people are being kidnapped along Benin. People are being kidnapped along the Abuja-Kaduna road. People are being kidnapped in almost all the federal roads across this country. What is your own? What do you know? Your own, if you want travel, go board flight to wherever you're going to. Do you know what common man is going through? Mr. Felix Moka. Because if you do, you wouldn't be saying that vomiting that rubbish, that trash you said on Arise TV. Do you think that APC has the right to threaten another presidential candidate for speaking up? I'd like to get your comment on the comment section. If this is your first time on my page, do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on other social media networks for regular updates. My name remains Noel Akam Jr. See you in my next video.